eye drops from the heaven. Yes, she was daughter of Albania, mother to the world and sister to all Albanians. But she showed love and peace. I think it's bigotry against all Catholics, bigotry against all Albanians. We are peace people. I'm very disappointed at Empire State Building, one of the biggest cities in the world, capital of the world, New York City, to open up the doors to China, a communist country, and to deny the dignity of a Mother Teresa. She was a small lady, but in her heart was room for the entire world. She is, and she'll always be loving to the entire world. She'll always be sister to Albanians and mother to the world. And she was one of the kind. I thank you. I thank Albanian everywhere they are. I thank Albanian League. I thank Mr. Peter Ballon, also his father, who was very gracious to us, to Albanian community, and to Mother Teresa. James Vaca in particular, who was the guy who helped us to have Mother Teresa on Lydic Avenue, where is the core of all Albanians. And I thank you, the press, and I hope, with God's willing, we will celebrate her 100th anniversary of Mother Teresa. She was, like the gentleman before said, she didn't preach religion. She preached love and peace for everyone. I thank every one of you, and God bless you all. That's what Mother Teresa will say. Small things mean a lot. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Mr. Malone.
Yeah. Okay, we'll now open it up for some questions.
I just wanted to ask a question to Mr. Donohue as to why he called off the petition drive, and also why are you waiting only until August 26th to demonstrate? Why not before?
Well, we were initially denied, as you know, by somebody who made this board. I got the letter faxed into me in May, unsigned, saying our request had been denied. I wrote to Malkin, myself, the man who owns the Empire State Building. He never speaks to me. He won't speak to the press. So we had the petition drive. Figured maybe we could change his mind. As of yesterday, we thought we were breaking through because we had every indication coming from the press that they said they're going to put out a statement. Obviously, we thought it would be positive. The fact that he has now come out a second time, now this one with his signature on it, saying that the answer is no, what's the sense of appealing to somebody who's recalcitrant? As far as August the 26th is concerned, that is the 100th anniversary of Mother Teresa. And you know, this is not a church-state issue. We're not asking City Hall to beam their lights. We're asking a private enterprise group. And if the United States Postal Service thought it was okay and indeed right to pay tribute to her with the commemorative stamp, which they've decided now to release on Sunday, September the 5th, why in the world, if they have NASCAR drivers being honored, Mariah Carey and others, why would they deny Mother Teresa? I mean, the only thing I can think of is that there's an animus, an hostility toward Catholics in the heart of Mr. Malkin. And if I'm wrong, let him have a press conference and explain the real reason.
How you feel comfortable working in this issue with the Speaker, Christine Quinn, that is openly gay?
Oh, I don't care if she's openly gay. What do I care about that? I disagree with Christine Quinn on gay marriage. She has been very supportive of Catholics in other areas. I get involved in coalitions with Protestants and Jews and occasionally with Muslims and Hindus and others. I think Christine Quinn has shown herself to be a very good Catholic, and I appreciate what she's done. We may have differences on other areas. I don't care about that. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, we'll come back to Bill. Two announcements. First of all, we've been joined by Jimmy Vaca, who's been a huge supporter. I'm going to hear from him in a second. I was also just informed that Brooklyn Borough Hall will be lighting up in blue and white on August 26th. And let's call for every borough hall to light up in honor of Mother Teresa on August 26th. And let me repeat, if it took them, if this was their reason, that she's a religious person, it should not have taken them a month to come up with that decision. Mother Teresa's importance transcends religion. She was a worldwide symbol of peace and hope, and she's being honored for her humanitarian works. With that, I want to introduce Councilmember Jimmy Vaca.
Thank you very much. And from the Bronx, New York, we want this done. Who do these people think they are, that they can ignore someone who means so much to so many people, who by her sacrifice and by her life's work proves beyond a doubt that she is more than deserving? They have to come down from their ivory tower. They have to understand that this issue has citywide implication to many of us who hold Mother Teresa and all that she stood for very dear to us. We urge that they reconsider at this point. They have an opportunity. Their explanations to date have been hollow and totally inappropriate. And I'm hoping that they will now listen to us, that sense will prevail, and that the building will be lit on the day of her 100th anniversary.
And I think everybody realizes our resolution is just that. It's non-binding. It's a private building. They can do what they want. This is just a way for us to speak on behalf of the people we represent, the millions of people we represent. Any more questions for Bill Donohue? Yes.
I know you said there's no way for you to possibly know the reason,
Right.
but how could it be across the board anti-Catholic if a couple of the examples you cited were the Pope and the Cardinal?
The only thing I can guess is that we're talking about 2000 and 2005, and I don't know who's on this panel. I assume that they have different people on the panel every year, every couple of years. It's been a while. Malkin, all I know is that he's the one who's standing by, and he could obviously change the decision. I think the problem is with him. I don't know the exact nature of the problem. I do know that he's a big champion of giving money for pro-abortion causes, and I do know that the Ford Foundation loves abortion causes and hates Catholics. How do I know that? Because they fund the most notoriously anti-Catholic organization in the United States every year for 20 years, Catholics for Choice. Is Malcolm the same way as the Ford Foundation? I don't know. We'll try and find out.
Bill, I'm wondering, Mother Teresa, by all accounts, was very humble, very self-effacing. What do you think she would make of this flag?
She probably would tell me, Bill, thank you very much, and say your prayers. And I understand that. She's a very humble woman. You know what? That would be in keeping the way she is. I run the nation's largest Catholic civil rights group. And all I know is that if an African American or a Jewish guy were stiff of the statue of Mother Teresa, I think you'd have Al Sharpton and Abe Foxman screaming to high heavens, what is going on here? How come you give tribute to everybody else, but not to our people? And I'd be on the side of Sharpton and Foxman on that particular issue. Now, listen, there's no rational reason. And as Councilman Malone said, why did it take them a month? If they had this policy from the get-go, why didn't they tell me on February the 2nd? I spoke to Nicole, I spoke to Stacey Ann. They never said there was any problem with this. They're making up as they go along.
I just want to say that we will do whatever it takes. I mean, put in the resolution that we have today. We expected that we will get this resolution that Peter Ballon and I sponsor, and also our great council member Baca. And I'm pretty sure that we will get the support of most of the city council on this resolution condemning the decision of the Empire State of not lighting the Empire State Building on August 26th in honor of Mother Teresa. But also, beside the rally on that day, I've been getting hundreds of phone calls from my districts. People are ready to come in front of the Empire State before August 26th to have a rally, so that we will put the pressure on the Empire State, and they should realize that they're trying to deny, to honor someone that is universal, someone that represents millions of people on this planet for her work on community services, going to places where no other people went. She was there to help poor people.
And I should also note that the city council is on record honoring Mother Teresa. I introduced a bill naming a street in my district after Mother Teresa, which passed on Lighting and Holland Avenue. So we've already spoken on this issue of Mother Teresa, and the Empire State Building has got one hell of a nerve to let this drag on the way it's dragged on. No one should be treated this way. Yes, Mother Teresa was humble, and she probably would look at us and say, why are you doing what you're doing? I'm fine, don't worry about it. No, this is an issue that transcends that type of stepping back. We're not going to step back. I'm joined by Esad Rizai and Mark Jonai and former Assemblyman Stephen Kaufman from my district. This is going to be an issue that's going to be resonating in this city for a long, long time, and they better reconsider. We're not taking no for an answer on this.
Your district's my district. So do you plan to have any celebrations there too?
Oh,
it's my
absolutely.
birthday, August 26th. You're going to have a celebration?